Yo, 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 it's the T, the O, the M, the M, the Y. You tune in to the Topic TV. You know? How you doing? I'm such and such. What's your name? Well, I'm TommyRay. You know, so I say that with so much confidence. I know exactly who I am. You feel me? So if you say your name that accurately, that quick, you know, it's like you should be able to go out there if that's who you really are and display that and show that. Before I went out there in the crowd, I looked at all them people and I'm like, okay, what if they don't like me? What if they don't like this? What if I mess up? What if but see, one thing about me messing up, they don't know my lyrics more than me. So if I walk out there and mess up on the whole song, they don't know that. You feel me? Yeah. I know me more than they know me, and I know who I am. Michael Jackson put on for the black people. Yeah. You feel me? Nobody was watching black music videos on MTV before Beat It, before Billie Jean. Yeah. You know, so Michael Jackson did that. You know, nobody was actually watching film, actual short films and music videos before Michael Jackson. So that's why.
Remember the Time?
Where? Oh yeah.
Remember the Time?
And Remember the Time was the very first film that depicted black people as the actual Egyptians. Because, you know, Egypt is Africa. So, you know, Michael Jackson was the first one to show that film. Even today, we still watching Egyptian films and they white. You know, say what you want about Michael Jackson, but you know, he loved his black people.
In my opinion, you are already a Black Panther member. So why is it important for you guys to like capture that for the audience, as far as making that like the main point in your scenes, especially with like the beginning of the white guy with the gun and how it relates to us in real times of 2018?
Well, the white guy with the gun hit home with what was going on around that time, like Sandy Hook, you know, the Dylan Roof kid, you know, so that's what that was, you know, all about. And then it shows, you know, the brother going to church, right, looking for a solution with that. And the white guy going into church symbolized, you know, as you can see, the guy shooting up the church, but it was also symbolizing people being robbed by the church. You know, so he left the church to go get with the brothers, you know, and I just kind of wanted, with that film, I wanted to show people that, like, cause me growing up, we thought the Black Panthers was the opposite of the KKK. You know, so that's what we were fed. Like, okay, if you black, you with the Panthers. If you white, you with the KKK. In reality, if you with the KKK, you're racist. Right. You feel me? Not all white people are down with the KKK. And if you're a Panther, you were for black empowerment. You were for feeding the black community. You were for policing the police, for you know, equal rights for the black people. The Panthers did not promote racism towards white people. I'm sure there were some Panthers that had, you know, some ill vibes towards white people. But they didn't promote that. They didn't promote that. That wasn't what they were about. They were about the power of all the people, power to the people, all the people. And that's the white people, that's the yellow people, that's the red people, it's the black people. You feel me? So it wasn't black power, you know, but it was power to all the people. Because for the people that think that the Panthers were drug users, drug dealers, killers, and at the end of the film, right, it showed an FBI agent posing as a Panther to give them a bad name, right? You know, so I just kind of wanted to give them a clean name. The Panthers did great for our community, and as you can see, there are no more Panthers because the FBI, the CIA, you feel me? But there's still KKK. So there's a lot of.
This is the Panther right here for anybody who want to join. Hit him up because he'll get you in. First of all, the cotton field. Yeah. Was that your first time seeing a cotton field in real life or no?
Your whole life.
Your whole life. That's what I figured. When I seen the video, I'm like, he probably was just like, it's really a cotton field. I have to use this.
We was driving somewhere called College Station from Brenham, Texas. And on our way in the car, I was looking at the ground and I'm like, I know it ain't snowing. I know it ain't snowing in Texas. And the homie laughed. The homie was like, that's cotton. And I said, there's actual cotton on the floor. He said, yeah, there's cotton on the floor. He said, this ain't nothing. You think you see cotton now. So I look at it and I said, yo, we got to come back. When we went back, there was so much cotton. It was crazy. But see, we knew exactly how we wanted to film the video. Right. So we were like, we're not going to go to sleep tonight. You feel me? Because we're not gonna catch the sun going down. We wanted to get the perfect golden hour, so we didn't go to sleep. We drove there at 3 in the morning and waited until the sun reached, you know,
the peak.
And then we went out there and start filming. You feel me? And we filmed probably like 3 hours. It was just me and my homie Josh. We did the whole back makeup shit.
That was my next question. The back makeup. So he put that on you.
He put that on me. It was just You know the little arts and crafts shit we used to work on as a kid, the metal bendy things? He bent that on my back and put tape on it and painted on it, tried to get my shade. And we put cotton on my back to make it look like vultures and all that.
Yeah, that part. Okay,
Yeah,
the cotton, so
so
y'all use the cotton. That's...
We was amateurs with that shit.
You do a lot of remakes of a lot of important things that we grew up watching, like Fridays, like backyard boogies, house parties. What is it that makes you want to remake those times?
Well, I love Ice Cube, especially back in the day. You know, I love him now, but especially back in the day, I feel like my mindset is kind of where his kind of was back in the day when he was my age. You know, so I was always into Ice Cube. You know, and of course his movies, that was hilarious to me. So I always wanted to pay homage and tribute to Ice Cube, because I feel like if there was no Cube, if there was no Dre, there'd be no, be no me, because they really, despite what everybody thought of them, they pressed forward and said what they had to say. I'm that type of person. A billion people could be like, no, you're wrong. And I'm still be right here saying, well, that's fine, but I believe that I'm right.
I'm right.
You feel me? So I'm not afraid to be wrong in front of an army. I'm not afraid to be the only one with my set of beliefs. How
do you get everybody on board with you? Because I know how some people can be, and some people don't know how to cooperate. Some people don't know like what you're going for. How does everybody understand your vision and bring it to real life?
It's crazy because they never really do.
What?
You never.
I can't tell in the video.
Yeah, you can't. You never really get the full vision out of everybody. I had so many other ideas that could have came out, but everybody weren't able to cooperate. If I made Niggas in the Field, it took me, I recorded it the day I dropped it. You feel me? I was in the field the day I dropped it. When I'm remaking and shit, and I'm depending on other people to be a part of it, it's gonna take so many days. You feel me? There's been people who were supposed to play this character, or play that character, or do this, and they got kicked out of it because they just couldn't hold water. They couldn't hold, you know, they went down. So it's all about like, dang, plan B, you know?
What does the sun represent to you?
The sun is God. You feel me? And I know a lot of biblical readers out there, and a lot of, that's fine, you know, that's fly. But even the Bible speaks, the sun is the light of the world, the morning star. You feel me? And everybody pray to the sun. The sun is risen. You feel me? So the sun is God to me. The sun is my Jesus. You feel me? It's my Christ. It's my Savior. You feel me? Especially the black people, you know, we meet the sun kisses us and we feeling all godly. You feel me? You feel me? So, you know, it means a lot. It gives us our strength. You feel me? And it's our light. It's our light of the world.
You're the type of rapper who I have to listen to it over and over because it's bar after bar. Hot 16 after hot 16. I'm
to kill for real. That melanin will fill again, and the lineup, it was him. The sun must love me though. The sun hugged me close, and I became stronger, darker, harder, part of one with the sun. This ain't no job. Unlike those lies, it's televised for the umpteenth time on that TV screen that they would scream. But first, it's getting hot. Sunscreen time. Lights, camera, action, they pretend it ain't me. What ain't me? What it can't be. Them and the sun can't meet without a screen, so the sun's with me. The sun with us, so the sun kisses like soda when it show us love. Cause we the Cubs, and I'm that cat you think can bring bad luck. I'm the black cat that's crossing ya. Smooth talking, walking tough. Reliving my funny bone. Flavors of honeycomb. Attack of the killer bees. Blacker than caffeine. The blackest jelly bean. Throw me out. I'm unapologetically, genetically. Even if jealous is telling me there's anything I lack. Nah, baby, I'm stacked. Cause I'm black. And they should legalize that.
So how does that work with like friendships, as far as like you said, some people might
I'll put my art over any motherfucker. It's my art over anybody. I don't care who it is.
Fuck it.
I don't care who it is. If we had something going on and you couldn't complete it, I'm gonna find somebody who can help me complete that. You're gonna be like, wait, didn't we start on that? Wait, didn't you know? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's my art over you.
Okay.
If you wanted to complete it with me, we would have completed it. When Lot was leaving Sodom, his wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. Can't look back. So Tommy, you remember? Yo, we can reminisce all day, but I got places to be. You feel me? So either you coming with me, because I'm not about to stop to talk about yesterday.
Yeah.
Because in order to talk about that day, we gotta, what's back there? But you want to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So I'm down with people that's ready to create more memories. Like, people love to say, oh man, Tommy was boys back in the day. Well, where did that confusion why aren't we boys today? Why aren't we still walking with each other? Because you look back and now you salty.
And now you salty.
Don't look back.
That's fast.
Don't look back. I've lost a lot of like white friends in a lot of recent stuff I put out because they feel like I'm taking a racist approach. But my music, what I've been doing lately is empowering black people, because like not to say that we're better than anybody. I think better alone is an opinion. So not to say that we're better than nobody, but I just feel like a lot of black people, especially where I'm from, we don't value ourselves, so we're not going to value anybody who look like us. So I feel like if we see less value in something, it's easy for us to throw it away. We throw away anything with no value. So it's easy for a black man like me to kill another black man and feel like I could get away with it and feel like nobody gonna care at the end of the day. You feel me? And it's easy for the cops to kill us because nobody see value in us. And in my music, I just kind of wanted to teach that. I wanted to, you know, show us that we are valuable. Like the Black Girl Magic song, I want to show the black girls they are valuable, because we giving a lot of attention to the white people or the lighter skinned people. And I just wanted to make black people feel love. I said in one of my new songs, it's unreleased, I didn't release it, but I said, another day, another food stamp. Another brother dead in the article, hitting his arteries, possession of fruit snacks in a juice pack. Another cop on paid leave, another protest for a few seconds. So it's like, he gets killed for just having snacks, for just being black.
Right.
And the cop is on paid leave. And then the black people uproar. So it's another protest. I proceed to say nothing new under the sun. So it's like it's gonna happen again. Are we gonna change it? Are we gonna say, you know, ain't no protest, ain't no peaceful protest, we about to fight. Mm-hmm. And then if they see us fighting, now what, martial law? And now if we fight that, if you kill all the black people, what does that say about your money, your business? Who are you gonna sell to? Who are you gonna, you need us. You need the black dollar.
The culture.
You need it. So the music definitely wasn't to add division or add hate amongst any communities. It was just to add love in my own community. You know, we are our own keys and we are our own locks at the same time. We gotta figure out our own life because we are the only person who know our path. Smart people will warn people, but smarter people will watch people. It's all about letting people experience for themselves.
I have to do that more. Watch. Yeah. Like a Panther.
Yeah. The Black Panther's original name was the Black Panther Party of Self-Defense. But you guys tried to make them out to be the oppressors. But we need to try self-defense. If it failed, we don't have to turn back around and try it again. But we obviously see that it didn't fail with the Panthers.
They got stopped.
They got stopped because they knew shit was popping off. Protesting is not the answer because we've tried it. So it's like trying different things and seeing which one fail. We've protested all 5 times and we didn't try self-defense. The Panthers tried self-defense.
That's the gag.
The gag is
you really need us. Black melanin, sun-kissed.
You need us.
We capture so much of like black love, black empowerment, black pride, and it makes me happy to be black. Like it's for real. Like even with women, like that's another thing that I love about you, because you always uplift women. A lot of the artists that I like listening to, they degrade women, even though I listen to their music and stuff like that, but they degrade women, they demean us.
Quickly touch on that, you listen to it. You know, I don't fault nobody for listening to that type of stuff because music is a feeling. So when you listen to that stuff, it make you want to dance, make you want to turn up,
right?
And that's a good feeling,
right?
You feel me? That's good. A lot of the words they say might not be the best, but the feeling it gives you, I'm all for that.
Yeah, it makes me feel like a queen. Hi.
Make you feel like a queen. So shout out to them rappers right there. Y'all doing a good job in some ways. But see, the reason why I feel like we should uplift the women, because I feel like the woman is our God. You feel me? Because the Bible said, and not everybody is a biblical reader, but the Bible says that God is the same today as he was yesterday. So if God is the same as today and yesterday, the day before, from the beginning of time to the end of time, if I still see women birthing men, then at the beginning of time there was women birthing men. And if I don't see no women coming from the rib of a man, then the beginning of time there was no woman coming from the rib of a man. So I feel like there is such an urgency to put women last. but life don't go on without women. Of course, life can't go on without a man as well, but life is most likely quicker to end with a man. They're killing to rob because they're killing to eat. If we had businesses, if we had all that, we won't be out here killing. Y'all put us in a project. Y'all put us together. You put two people in a room and limit their resources, they're gonna fight over the litter that they have. And you wanna look at them like they're animals because they fighting over the litter that you gave them. Don't play us, we're not killers. We see Daquan with a little stand outside selling Kobe Bryant t-shirts. We don't want to buy from them. We don't want to buy from them.
Continuing to suppress us when people don't know those facts. It's just like people don't know how to move in the world, and like you said, it's not going to change because history always repeats itself until someone makes that change. But it takes a unity to do that. Me and you, we can do that all day strong, but we only two people. Like
no people alive with more compassion than black people. If you can steal us from our homes, you can steal us from our homes and make us slave and work for you, then free us and make us work for you for minimum wage. And make us walk around with our last names being Johnson and Clark. You feel me? You gotta be, we got more compassion than anybody. If you have us walking around naming ourselves after you, knowing we got kidnapped, working for you for $7, $8. We making $10, $12 an hour more than the slaves did. And they keep trying to make us forget that Egypt is in Africa.
They infiltrated Africa and was taking us to like Rome and wherever else. Like you said, they're colder areas. So over time, as we progress and have to survive in those areas, we became lighter.
Yeah, so just imagine if Egypt is so hot. Who can survive those conditions if they're not dark, if they're not black? Who can survive that? Can white people survive? So it's not all about if they want to do a study to say if he wasn't black or not. Just really, let's not ignore our common sense here. Can you survive those conditions? Did a white man really, even a light-skinned man, did you really? Did you really?
Even with your reference to the sun, I heard someone say that Africa back then when Tut and everybody was alive, that was the only place that was so close to the sun, which is why their melanin was so rich. And like you said, withstanding that heat at the time, if the sun was really as close as they say it was to Africa, I couldn't even imagine myself living in those times, or even how they came and they infiltrated us. They probably, I feel like the reason why they wanted us to enslave us because, like you said, they couldn't stand the heat there. Y'all couldn't come to Africa and live where we lived at because y'all couldn't stand the heat. So y'all had to bring us over here and make us work for y'all. And I feel like we were so advanced at that time with the pyramids and everything like that. Ever since then, we have been dumbed down.
It's a lot of guilt sometimes, and they don't have nothing to feel guilty about though, because just how they could argue, oh y'all wasn't slaves out there, you feel me? And I could be like, well, you weren't a slave owner, so why are you mad? You feel me? Because you're saying, why am I mad? Because I wasn't a slave, so I shouldn't be mad. So I'm like, you shouldn't be mad because you weren't a slave owner, right?
Right.
But it's that guilt that traveled from their ancestors down to them. You feel me? But just like you said, they in space probably watching niggas. So we must be stars. They don't want people to think like me. They want people to think like him. Our attention span is so short that this is who they need to listen to the rappers who's gonna say less. Because if I say 1 billion words to them, by the time I'm done with the sentence, they didn't forgot what I started the sentence with. You know, so they need somebody who's gonna dumb it down for them, who's gonna be fun, because kids don't want to learn. You know, as children, we have what they call a spongy brain, and we absorb more as children.
Right.
So one thing America has done is while we were able to learn the most, they kept us at home.
In front of the TV.
In front of the TV.
Programming.
And when we were like losing it, they'll put us in school, you know, and keep us dumb. So in first grade, we learning pluses and shit. Second grade, times tables. But in China, second grade, they like long division. They fixing cars, because they know that what you learn as a kid, you're going to keep with you forever. Like the Bible says, teach a kid as they grow up, this is how they're going to grow up. So whatever you teach a child, that's what they're going to remember for the rest of their life. So I feel like, okay, when my kid is 5, he needs to be learning 5 different languages. He needs to learn 5 different instruments. He needs to learn how to fix a car. They say, okay, put him in front of the TV, let him watch his cartoons, let me go club. I'm a new parent. I still want to go party. But these are the most important times. They're learning. They're absorbing the most. And this is what they're going to remember for the rest of their life. So, like how if we had little brothers and sisters and we didn't know no better, what we taught them, you could see they're the worst generation right now. You know?
Facts.
But it's like, I feel like the next one to come, like our children, is going to be way smarter.
Especially with the way that we think, like you said, I don't have plans on having a kid anytime soon, but I know when I do. I don't even know what to say because I'm not playing.
Because it's through the ages 1 to, I'd say, 12, 14. That's when you got to be harsh on their mind and what they watch. Nowadays, we are playing catch up because we don't got nobody to teach us the way. So we got our parents trying to tell us to do this, that, and this, and that. But the way that worked for them does not work for us no more. It's a new day and it's a new way of working. So we're still childlike minded. Age does not mean anything. I don't personally even go by age because it doesn't define us. It doesn't mean that we're ready to be, you know, it doesn't mean that we're ready to fly.
There's no grade with being African American, even with you being a black male, like with everything going on in society, police brutality, they're lynching people.
I'm really trying to like just clean the body inside out because like that's why my music, I'm speaking to the young black people. You feel me? There's no sense of me speaking to the old heads.
Yeah.
You can't tell them nothing. I'd rather speak to the young black people. I'd rather look cool to the young black man so they can follow my route. I feel like they get active if you see your brother in a situation like that.
Get active.
It's like you gotta be how many niggas ready to die for this? It's just like you're gonna die anyway. You gonna die. So if you seen your bro hemmed up by the cops and he's non-compliant, are you ready to die?
What you gonna do?
Or do you want to be another protest shirt meme? I'd rather die for that cause because when one person stand up and another person be like, oh, it's that simple. All I have to do is that. Because you're going to die. The cops are going to kill you. And I ain't saying go around killing cops. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm saying protect yourself. I'm saying protect yourself against anybody. There's nobody above you. There's nobody better than you and nobody have authority over you just because they got. Any man could walk down the street and go be a cop. So we got these people who used to go to school. Father probably was in the KKK. We got these privileged people who've never been in South Central. And now they controlling South Central. If y'all niggas so gangster. If you really gangster. If you really thug. And you see a black man hemmed up with guns pointed at him, get active.
Get active. Right there.
All you have to be is yourself.
Peace.
A lot of people are like, dang, what do I write? What do I say? What do I wear? All you have to do is show up and be you.
Be